Hi there, it's me, Miss H. Today I'd like to talk to you about 7 ways, 7 tips, I'll put it like 7 tips for staying positive. As you guys can see, I just started my channel, and in I think the first video, you could see that I kind of vary. I suffer with this thing called PTSD and bipolar and severe depression. I also have like nerve damages in my back and a few other things that's going on physically. So some days I can walk, some days I can't, but I think that's like normal life, although mine is a little more severe because coming out of domestic violence and violent traumas that have happened to me. And it's kind of why I'm vlogging this late in life, because I feel the need to. Let's put it like that. So I always have to be aware of, or I am always aware of my mood, my state of mind and mood. And if you don't know, your state of mind and your mood also contributes to what your body is feeling and going through. So say for instance, if I'm not feeling so great one day mentally, that can also cause physical pain. There's studies that show that that actually is very true. Excuse me. Oh, that feels good. I love something warm down my throat sometimes, you know, just to clear up all the carrying on the corona and stuff that's out here. I know that didn't sound right, did it? Okay, and any of my old fans that know me, be nice, okay? I wrote a little note so I could stay on topic, because that is also one of my issues. I veer off into other things. There's so much that is going on in this mind at one time until I'm like a supercomputer. I'll be talk about one thing and I'll talk about another and then talk, and it all has to do with the same thing, but you may not be able to, but I'm able to bring it all back around to what the point I was getting to at times, and sometimes maybe not. I don't know what's going on with my hair over here. Like this little cut that's going on with this. Y'all know this ain't mine, right? I do the best I can. When I get to be big and famous, then maybe I'll have some makeup artist. Someone could come on here and do this for me. Anyway, so back to my 7 tips of positivity. The first thing that I notice well is learn more about yourself. You know, this is basically why I'm doing this, is to learn more about myself. I have been going to therapy now for 7 or 8 years, maybe even longer, because I have to go back and think. In the beginning it was like a stop and start, and then it got to where I just knew I needed someone to talk to, and I did not trust the churches, nor did I trust friends, which I don't even know, have I ever, like, I've tried to have friends, but it's always some kind of, I feel betrayed, or some kind of bullcrap. I feel used, or, you know, they want more out of me than what I'm giving, and then I'm called, you know, names and stuff. Yeah, I just can't. So I prefer to be by myself. And that has nothing to do with, somewhere down the line here it's going to say something about linking with constructive criticism. That's not constructive. I'm not talking about constructive criticism. I'm talking about downright, like, people that don't mean you no good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Users, posers, fakers, those. Anyway, but let's go to the subject. Learning more about yourself. That's why I started this journey, was to learn more about myself. My highs, my lows, what caused me to be the way that I am, what causes my highs and my lows. Why can I cry? Like, I can cry at a drop of a dime. And people that know me feel that I'm a mean person. Like, I feel they feel that I'm a mean person. And I'm not a mean person. I'm just a real straight up person. And I tell it like it is. Oh, this good. This goes the warm coffee I need. I tell it like it is, because why dance around things when you can just get it out then and you don't have to deal with it later down the line? Or when you deal with it later down the line, it's all been laid out on the table, and so they can know what to expect from you, you can know what to expect from them, and you both know what to expect. I'm that type of person, you know. I can be giddy. I can be very silly and goofy a lot of the time. I love being silly and goofy. I love making people laugh and doing silly stuff. I'm very animated. I call these parts of my my strengths also. I'm very animated, and I'm very, like, people call it assertive, but I'm not assertive. What it is I use it in my group. It's called, God, I can't think of the word of it now. But they always tell me to advocate for myself. That's the word, advocate. If I'm not getting my point across, I will make sure that I have all kind of facial expression. You know, and I think maybe that's a black thing. Honey, we can work the neck and all this stuff. If you do not understand, or if you are deaf, just watch the net work, okay? The neck and the fingers and stuff. And you could pretty much read between the lines from there, right? I do tend to veer to, let's say, I had an ex that said that I'm, what did he say, combative? Well, you would be too if you catch somebody cheating on you, right. Or lying. I hate liars. I cannot don't lie to me. Please, I know the truth is going to hurt. You might get hit in the head with a pot, but you lie to me, you might, especially if you're cheating, you may just catch me being combative, okay? What up, ladies? What do we do? Men, what do we do? I know men, you're not allowed, but ladies, what do we do? Either way, and I've learned now, I'm out of there. Like, I just walk out. I don't care anymore. After I find out that this, like, and I've tried, I've given it my all, I just walk. I mean, I just left a household full of shit. I was just like, I cannot, because I will go there. You know, my mind, for some reason, I have been so done wrong in life. And I know there's a billion of you out there that's going to say, oh, me too, suck it up, you know, get over the past and stuff. That's easier said than done. It's not easy to get over, and especially when it's freshly done to you and you've been through the crap before. It's more like, okay, I'll put it like this. Yeah, maybe you're wanting to beat yourself up, but that person is standing there in your face, and you just like, if you don't move, you about to get this ass whooping I wish I could give myself for fucking with you in the beginning. Okay, I should have known better. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you guys feel that way, right? You're like, that bitch is crazy. And I hate that word, crazy. But back to what I'm saying, this is my personality. This is who I am. But I'm a very loving, kind person. I just been done so wrong, and I don't like people that play on people like that. I don't want, if I've expressed to you that I have been done wrong, and I tell you some of the stories, and then you come along and repeat those things, it's not going to be a good showdown. But lately, I have learned to just walk away. I've learned to you know. I have learned to just, because, you know, violence and becoming angry costs no one but yourself, right? I know that well too. Yeah, so learning more about myself, and then, oh, well, you learning more about yourself. Then the second thing would be, because we're doing 7 of these, so number 2 would be keep your strength perspective. This was hard for me to do, was keep a perspective of my strength, because for a long while I felt unworthy. I knew that I was strong because I've lived through some things that I wouldn't pray for your children, you know. I wouldn't pray the things I've been through on anyone. But then one day I just woke up, and I gotta put it, can I say it straight? God just told me, you're the strongest child I know of. I started listening to like biblical readings at night when I go to sleep, because I have like night terrors. Sometimes I have really, really, really crazy dreams, and I wake up, I can't catch my breath. So one of the things I found would ease me into was meditation. And so then through the meditation, I actually found this called Abide, A-B-I-D-E, I believe it is. And I started using that, and what it does is it reads scriptures to you, and it also incorporates breathing techniques in there. And I really, really, really love it. I sleep so much better now. But in one of them, in affirmation, it also uses affirmation. So in one of them, it was saying about strength, that just imagine all the things that you have gone through, and that God has helped you through those things. Like, you're not alone. And it so woke me up to the fact that, you know what, I did make it through that. You know, I made it through that. I absolutely put one foot in front of the other, and I made it through that. Oh my God, I might have been homeless for a year, but look where I'm at now. I'm in a 3-bedroom crib. I got a front yard, a backyard. I have a shed in my backyard. I have a dining room, a living room, a kitchen. Oh, I might have 2 roommates to help out with the rent, but I am doing well. But I was in a season of dryness, and it took me to have to get up out of the situation that I was in. And I'm going to tell y'all the story. So, out of the situation that I was in, because I kept holding on and holding out, and just feeling miserable inside, because I knew that's not the way I wanted to live. That's not where I wanted to be. And before I know it, 4 years had passed by, and nothing is getting done. Nothing is changing. And I was just like, I can't do it anymore. You know, I can't. And unfortunately, I got out of there. Listen, I'm going to save the whole way I got out of there for another story, but I got out of there. And I never looked back. I had to go back once to pick up some things, but I never looked back. And I left everything. I mean, baby pictures, probably birth certificates, social security card. I don't know. I just said, God, burn it all. Find a way that you keep my stuff safe, whatever it is, and hopefully the person will pack it up and have it there if I ever gain the strength or want to return to see. But otherwise, I could not do it anymore. I just walked away. And that's what I'm saying. That took strength, so keep a strength perspective. Any situation that you get into, you have within yourself the strength to overcome it. If it's a bad situation, don't remain in it. You know what I mean? If you remain in it, then that's not being strong. Staying in a bad situation, that's not being strong. That's being weak. That's being, maybe you think that the cause of why you're staying there is you being strong. I say this even in the case of having children and you're in an abusive relationship. Do you know that your children are learning this? If someone is using you, if someone is abusing you, if someone is holding your children over you, if you're having to do things, ladies, I'm telling you, this makes me want to cry because I've been in these situations. If you're taking ass whoopings just to be able to be a family, if you're taking abuse, if you're catching unknown things that you know you did not have, and you're putting your health at risk by staying with someone, and vice versa, males, same thing, it's not worth it. I guarantee you God has something better for you down the line. The universe, whatever it is that you believe in or don't believe in, there is something better for you down the line. And it's going to be so very painful, I know. But you got to get through it and get to the other side. Believe me, I have been there more than I would like to think of. And now that's why I'm on here, because I'm done. I don't ever want to take myself through unnecessary pain again. I'm much more peaceful and happy on my own for now, for a very long time now, because it takes a lot to be in a relationship. And even if it's not a relationship, boy, girl, girl, boy, girl, boy, boy, just friendships. It takes a lot to care, and it's not being selfish to be to yourself for a while. You know what I mean? Because as my first positive thing says, you got to learn yourself. Spend some time to yourself. I watched this van lifer. I love him. Van City Van Life. He says it best. Like, you're jumping from boyfriend to boyfriend to girlfriend to girlfriend. You get out of a relationship, you jump into another relationship. You never give yourself a chance to learn about yourself. Who you truly are. What are your likes and your dislikes? Because then maybe you would be better able to match yourself up with who it is that you want to get with. Maybe then you'll be able to see, oh, that'll work or that won't work. But because you never give yourself a chance to sit to yourself and find your own strengths, find out what's so unique and strong about you and your weaknesses, you run and jump into situations that probably you should not be in. So number 2 is your strength perspective. Get a perspective of your strength, what it is that you're strong at. Whether speaking outside of relationships, what is it that you like to do, that you do it to the utmost, you know what I mean? Okay, so moving along, we're going to go to number 3. Number 3 I really love. Number 3 is getting enough sleep. Okay, let me tell y'all right now. It is damn near, let's see, 2 o'clock in the morning. I believe I get enough sleep, but restful sleep, maybe not. I sleep at least 12 hours. And I have to take medications to help me sleep at times because I suffer with anxiety, as I say. I'm not going to tell you the medications because I don't want y'all asking me what medications. Well, I know you're going to ask me in the comments below, you know, and maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. I'm doing what the doctors told me to do. And they seem to be helping all right. I take my medications, and I also have this very fun medication that I have been licensed, so blessed to be licensed with. Dun, dun, dun. Not sure if I'm able to on. So somebody comment below and let me know, because if so, we really gonna have some fun. But yeah, I'm prescribed this, and I get it in all kind of forms. Shout out to Curaleaf. Love you guys. They deliver here where I'm at. They deliver and everything. So anyway, and then I have 2 other meds, a mood stabilizer and I don't know what the other one is. If white folks tell you take it, you just take it. But they help keep me, you know, kind of mellow at times. But sleep is very, very important. If you find it hard, look around you. Look around in your home. Is it like noisy? Is there a lot of stuff going on? I know it's very hard for mothers to get rest because the children are just all over the place. Look, me, I'm a grandmother, and my 2 grandbaby, I have 3, but my 2 that live very close to me, well, far from me, but close enough where I can get there in like 5 hours and visit. When they get reared up, just playing games, right? Those online games, they get reared up. They're screaming and hollering, and I have to come out. I have to do the grandma look on. Where are my glasses at? I put my glasses on. Grandma look. You know, and usually I don't have my hair on. I call my hats. I come out the room. What the hell is going on up in here? If you don't sit your asses down with all this running and up and down, why is you up on my damn sofa? Get your ass down off my sofa. And why you got to scream? Put your headphones on. Stop all that screaming. What is wrong with y'all? This is not Chuck E. Damn Cheese. Y'all know how I get. Because Grandma trying to nap. I'm trying to get my nap on. And they be like, you be asleep all day. Yeah, it's my escape. Yeah, so you have to find a quiet place. Even if you have to go check in. Sometimes I used to go check in a hotel. Look, go check in a hotel for a day, overnight, and just sleep. Take advantage. Especially those ones that in the morning they have the breakfast there for you. What they call it, continental breakfast. Oh, I'll go in there and just black out the whole room and just sleep, eat, watch a little TV, sleep. Sometimes you can catch them, and especially now during the COVID, you can catch them with a really special rate. You get these really fancy rooms. In fact, I think I'm going to do that for one of my vlogs. I'm going to go out and do that. But yeah, get your sleep. At least 8 hours. You need your sleep. That rest is very, very important. It's important to your body. Your body needs to rest, to your digestive system. It helps restore and refurbish your mind. Your mind needs to be shut off. That's why if you're not getting that what they call REM sleep, you're not really asleep. You need to shut all this down. Puff your puff. If you wherever you are, if you can get your license and they are legalizing it, I could puff that a couple of times, and before you know it, you think my eyes low now, honey, I'd be like, yes. My whole body goes limp. I'm like, now this is the way to go. Or eat you. And I know maybe I'm saying something wrong, but I'm gonna give you the black people, the ghetto style of it. Eat you a big old plate of food. Ooh, if you don't get the itis, then you know you ain't got none of this running through your vein, okay? But if you get the itis, you know you better go get a DNA test. But you go to sleep, okay? Get you some sleep. I'm telling you, that rest is the most important. Without rest, everything goes wrong. I'm just saying. Okay, now we're going to move on here to add positivity to someone else's life. This part I really like because I love doing things for people. Like, I love seeing other people smile. That's why I'm on here. You might take me as a joke. You know, y'all might find this all kind of funny and stuff like that. There are people that will happen to recognize me that are just going to be, and I'm so happy that y'all can get a good laugh. But I love joking around to the extent that it doesn't hurt anyone, you know what I mean, or that it's bullying or criticizing someone to where it's harmful criticism. You know, I don't like people that are cruel like that. I like kindness. But I do bath bombs. I love giving them away. I'll just because I'm like in the practice stage, so I'm giving away bath bombs all to my roommates, anybody I could see. Oh, I made bath bombs. I made shea butter bath bomb. I made mango bath bombs. I love crocheting. I've crocheted so many scarves. Oh, during this pandemic, I have made masks for the hospitals all around. Like, I've been making masks and giving them just to see someone smile and say, oh, and they tear up and get a hug from them. Well, talk to the hand. I get that air hug, girl. You know, the gaze was right about that. In the air, not all close up on me, back up, okay? I am somewhat of a comedian. So, somewhere inside of me, I'm a comedian. So, I do love bringing positivity and happiness to people. I'm always giving out compliments. I'm all over Facebook, and I am just like, you are so beautiful. You are, because I know how I want to feel if someone would just say that to me throughout the day. Not throughout the day, but once a day. It lifts me up. Like, and I'm not talking about, oh my God. You know one thing, going off script here. This word sexy. Why do we use that word for every damn thing? I am so tired of the word. I understand. Yes, I might look at it or whatever. But y'all call a cow sexy now. Everything is sexy. Oh, you so sexy. I'm just like so tired of the word. You can use beautiful, cute, amorous, I can't even think of all the words, but there are so many more other words, eloquent words that we can be using other than to express, to express that what you feel. Or maybe that's the way that y'all are feeling, just full of lust all the damn time. But just to let y'all know, I'm not feeling that way all the time. Some of y'all, I'll be like, You know what I mean? Like, really? Okay, I digress. But positivity is different. Okay? So give someone a compliment, a real honest to goodness compliment throughout the day. Treat someone to a cup of coffee. Help someone across the street. Give a blanket to a homeless person. Stick up for a transgender or gay or binary or goth. Stick up for your neighbor. Plant a flower. Give out masks. Because we can't give out hugs, so give out some masks. I mean, they're like, you can get 12 of them for like, what, $8 on Amazon now? Wave to the workers. Fact, positivity, put your damn masks on, because the people that are working on the front line is tired. And if they all quit, well, our asses is in trouble. Do you understand? Oh, positivity. You know, put positivity in someone else's life. You know, I love the fact that my daughter and her friend, they are so charming, so wonderful, beautiful young ladies, and they are so shining through with this positivity thing. You know, they're putting it out there. You know, they are all over with the chakras and the lighting of the incense and the sage burner. They will sage you. They're like me. My daughter gets it from me. I will sage you down. Come up on me. Look, even on the train, I got sage in a bottle. Just spray them down in the name of Jesus. Okay, moving on, because I know me, I could go on and on about a subject. Take a breather, okay? It says take a breather. Then challenge your negative thinking. So, this is something I'm really working on. Because I have negative thoughts, like, out the boom boom sometimes. Like, thus goes the medication that I'm on. I've been told so many things in my life, like, you're ugly, your lips too big, your nose too big. Those are some of the normal ones that we hear, especially as a black person. But I would never amount to anything. The bitch you this, bitch you that. Oh, you're crazy. And then on top of that, just the struggles of, will I make it in life? Trying to make it in life. I'm single. Will I ever find the right person for me? You know, sometimes I just have to stop and say it is what it is. I hate that saying, but I'm finding it to be true. And I make myself start breathing. Like, just stop. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stop. Breathe in. Hold that shit. Breathe out. Just a demonstration. But breathing techniques really do work. I am a witness to it. My therapist was telling me this, like, he had to fight me on it for like maybe a good year. And then one day I noticed me rearing up, and I just like, when I get mad, instead of me rearing it up, I started going, it makes you calm down. Breathe. And then as you're breathing, you're thinking of all the ways, now if I do this, I'm going to go to jail. Yeah, breathe away those negative thoughts, people. Breathe them away. You don't want to be going to jail. You don't want to hurt nobody. Because it all winds up as you lose out. Believe it or not. And us, we'll be like, oh, I might lose out, but you gonna wear that ass whooping. You don't. Just stop. All this hip hop and stuff, all that fighting. Sorry about that. And stuff I see online, like I have to change the channel sometimes. Stuff I see, I'm just like, you know what? I'm saying change the channel like it's TV still. Watching it on a laptop. But I have to change the channel. I think that stuff is made up just to get us to stay on, on the show, to watch the shows. But really, violence, you lose out. So breathe about it. Breathe. I love Erykah Badu. She sings a song. It says, breathe in it. I can't think of the lyrics, but when I think of the lyrics, I'll sing it to you guys. me. Okay, now moving on is taking constructive criticism. What is that? Number 6, because we're almost at 7, and I know this video has been going on and on and on. Taking constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is like I say to you, well, if you just, let me think of one. I like to say, you know what I do? This is where I give constructive criticism. When I see something that someone else doesn't do, like, okay, I have a roommate. She forgets all the time to take the trash out in the bathroom, and I don't use the bathroom trash can. I actually carry a bag. So this is the way I put it. Constructive criticism. For me, I don't take my bag I don't use the trash can. I take my trash bag in with me. I do whatever I'm doing. I take the trash bag out, I tie it up, and I take it to the garbage can because I'm a young lady and I don't want to see, want to leave my things in the bathroom. So I take them out because I don't want any neighbors or visitors to come over and see my trash can being dirty. I do it constructively. Or say, maybe that's not a good one. Constructive criticism. Someone tells me about, okay, my eyebrows, your eyebrows. Okay, I need constructive criticism, y'all. I'm going to use me as an example. My eyebrows, I cannot line them up or do them the way that everybody is doing these eyebrows. I do the best that I can with those back in the old school days, them pencils, okay? I draw them in and I let that be that. And somebody give me some constructive criticism. How do I do that? And I mean constructive, not criticism. Constructive. Constructive means a way of building a person up, not down, not demolition, okay? Constructing means to build up. Criticism. Okay, and now let's get to number 7. Determine what is out of your control. Oh, that's another hard one. Well, something out of your control is so very hard. What's out of my control? The weather. What's out of my control? These damn bills. I'm telling you, well, they're in control if you take care of them the right way. But sometimes some unforeseen stuff happens. Like coronavirus has just done a thing on me because there's shit that happen up. You got to stock up. All of a sudden you got to stock up. So then you want to pay your rent and your bills a few months ahead of time because you don't know. Yeah, out of control. Things like another person's feelings. Sometimes people are feeling things that has nothing to do with you. and you feel that it's because of you, that's out of your control. You know what I mean? You could do the best that you can to try and resolve or help that person, if it's a negative feeling, out to feel more secure with things. But ultimately, it's up to them. It's not you. You can't control that. You know what I mean? You can't control the weather. You can't control what someone else is thinking. I've had to learn that too. You know, you bend over backwards. You do all these different things to try and manipulate the situation so that you feel good with yourself in whatever situation it is. And it's really not that. A lot of things are out of your control. So the best thing for you to be is to be okay with yourself. Okay? And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. Don't be okay with yourself and you know your shit stank, okay? Be the best person that you can be. But know that beyond that, if you've done and said and tried your best to do all those things that are kind and soft-spoken and responsible and positive towards someone or something, then you've done all you can, and all the rest is out of your control. There are just some laws of nature that has nothing that we, as a human being, we can't control. Like I said, the weather, we can't control other people's thoughts and feelings. Although we would like to think that we can, it's ultimately up to them. But you can control your response to them. You can control your behavior. And I've had to learn that, being that I'm bipolar, PTSD, and severely depressed. The bipolar, sometimes my mood is a chemical imbalance in me. And I've had to explain this because I've had people say, "Oh, you can control it." Some days, if I am not on my meds, my thing is off the chart, and I don't know what I am doing or saying at that time. And I'll swear to God, I know what I'm saying, and then the next day, total blackout, have no clue what I said, what I did. And God forbid that it is mixed with alcohol. Thank goodness I have been sober for quite some time now. And I don't have the need, because I now have this. I'm an advocate for this right here, right? And I'm telling you people, I am not good at this at all. I have to like slowly puff it just a little bit and then slowly bring it out, because I'll start choking, and then the next thing I know, I'm up-chucking everything, and I hate the feeling of up-chucking. I feel like I'm gonna die. So I'm really, really lenient with that. I rather have like the drops, or what they have the drops. They actually have the Tic Tacs and the capsules. The capsules kind of get me, because all of a sudden, you know, you be normal and then they burst in your stomach or whatever, and you be like, "Ooh, wait a minute." Yeah. Speaking of mood stabilizing, oh no. So I'm really, really trying with that to try and see, because it has an anti-inflammatory benefits to it, which we knew that long time ago. My mother used to make the tea for us because I grew up in the islands. So anyway, yeah, determining what is outside of your control. Make a list. Sit down and make a list to yourself and remind yourself of that. And like, if you have to, laminate it and put it in your pocket, so what's out of my control, like a neighborhood I used to hang in. It's not good for me. It's out of my control. Like, so when I'm over there, then things are bound to happen that's not in my control. What is in control is me not being in that neighborhood. I can remove myself from that situation and make a better decision. The positivity of me moving myself out of that situation is the fact that now I am in control of what can and could happen. So, yeah, that's a good one to end it on. Determine what is out of your control. Well, for now, I hope that this helps someone. If not, it's my ramblings. Actually, I do have it all listed out here, so it's not a rambling. I did come into this with a specific purpose, and that was to talk about positivity. My theme for my whole channel here is just for the love of it. I'm doing this just for the love of it. I love people. I love talking. I love doing adventurous things. Eventually, this channel will focus more and more on, well, it's focused on my life. I did a video, I don't know whether I have posted it of my little area here, my room, in which I'm living in right now. And I kind of consider this like my training camp for my van life living. I will be moving from here into much more permanent housing. This is transitional housing for me right now. I've been here for almost 3 years. But I will be moving out of here into what would be my permanent housing. And once I get into my permanent housing, hopefully my savings, I'm hoping to save up. Right now I'm broke. But I'm hoping to save up some money so that I can buy me a vehicle, hopefully a van, a gutted van, because I want to do the whole build up. It's something I've always wanted to do, and way before van life living became a thing on YouTube or whatever. My mother and my brother and I used to, when back in the 60s, we used to ride around in a VW van, and we had so much fun camping and fishing and that thing. And my brother used to always take me out to the woods, so I know things that people will look at me wouldn't think I know. Like, I know how to skin a squirrel, although I would not do that now because I am kind of vegetarian and I don't believe in cruelty to animals. I just couldn't see myself harming an animal. Being somebody's ass is different, but no, but I couldn't see myself harming an animal anymore, unless it's life or death for me, you know. And a fish is an animal, but I like fish. So what does that make me? A Presbyterian? I think I'm a Presbyterian, right? Anyway, let me get back to, you know, saying just for the love of it. It's about that. It's about me vlogging just for the love of it, telling you about my ins and outs of the day and where I'm headed to or what I've been doing throughout the day. I do have fans from my past, very good fans. In fact, most of them are, but then I have a few bad apples in there. I wouldn't call them fans, but hopefully, you know, I'm hoping that this channel goes well. I'm hoping that, and I'm learning, okay, people, I'm learning. This is the process of learning what to say, what topics to talk about, what not to talk about, how to edit, how to do my audio, how to set up my backgrounds, the whole thing. So if there's any help, constructive criticism, people, remember we talked about that you can hit me up with, then in my comments below, I would greatly appreciate. Anyway, if you're going to be doing something, do something you love, okay? And whether it's, you know, vlogging, van lifing, dancing, singing, bath bomb making. You're doing it just for the love of it, right? Because there's no other reason to do it. If you don't like what you're doing, don't do it, okay? All right. Anyway, let me get off of here. I love you guys, and I'm wishing everyone safety. Wash those hands, and wear your mask, okay? So that we all can heal and get back to life. Bye.